we've got a few injuries. Do you know what I might do? We have goulash. We only have one. It's more morale. But for the next 12 hours, he gets +1 health and morale. It's really for the healing. I think I have enough soldiers. I don't need to use it. I have enough people who would do the job. I hope. And if we end up in a fight, well, the combat guys can just sit in the train, and I'll just take some of the engineers and stuff out. I think that's going to be the way to go. What are you guys working on in the workshop? You're making me some artillery shells. And we don't have anyone doing a night shift at the moment. Because everyone's either injured or severely broken. Or busy elsewhere. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. We will cope with what we've got. The food is looking great. The herbs are looking great. So as long as we have herbs coming in, I feel like we've got infinite food on there. Or are we making goulash? Maybe we're making goulash. No, we're making soup. It's not the most exciting thing. But it is kind of useful to us. Alright, and metal. We actually have some metal so we can make some ammunition. And I've got to keep enough metal as well to repair the train when it gets broken up. So let's ship out. And see what awaits us as the next station. Oh, we have a doctor. How much cash have we got? We've got 9 grand. So for 700, I could treat everybody here and get their health back. Yes. Absolutely. Not even going to question it. Because that's a long time healing up. That is a long time healing up. We also have a depot. Ha! I could have saved that and bought the flipping hospital car. We have room for it as well. It's seriously, if I'm going to be 800 short, I've got to make some serious money here if I want to get... I need another 6 grand. Okay. Oh, no! They have proper weapons. So they've got like a tier 3 handgun. And an M1916 automatic rifle. 35% precision against. Okay, so it goes. Its accuracy goes down. Actually, no, that's a short rifle. Magazine size 25. Reload 2 seconds. I think that's just going to burst through the ammunition. I think if I buy the hospital car, I think that's a better use of my money. Okay. Just come out of here. There's no... Villagers give me a better price. There's no villagers nearby. Well, I know this isn't the best way to make money. However, let's see. Let's see how much I could possibly raise from doing this. I'm going to instantly sell 300 cloth. Well, that's that much. And then I'm going to also sell 200 wood. Ish. So this trade is 4,600. It's getting up there. What else could I put on here? Hey, Kmar 1982. Good morning. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. I mean, we can sell little bits of these, but this isn't going to generate a whole lot of money. This is going to help with it. Oh, hang on. I got landmines? Yeah, sell all the landmines. I got smoke bombs. These are smoke bombs, right? Okay, this is going for a lot more. Let me put the train car on. Oh, nice. Okay, all I'm spending is 6,600, and I get the hospital car. I think that will do. I don't mind selling this stuff. Accept trade. We've got a hospital car. Woohoo, we've got a hospital car. Excellent. It's it's there. Nice. Cool. Good stuff. Think you caught up so you can watch the stream? Oh, and thanks very much for the sub. That's awesome. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Cool. Oh, well, if you caught up, that's excellent. If you've been watching on the MarkGFL channel, yeah, you can catch up fully on there. If you're watching on the Let's Play channel, that's still a bit behind because I'm just releasing one episode a day. So if you want to see where we're at, we are currently here on the journey. So there was Moscow. That was basically, that bit was the tutorial. And then, does it say what chapter we are on? Chapter 6. I don't actually know how many chapters there are, but by this point, I feel like we're over the halfway mark. So, I think we're doing all right. Right, okay. I have a hospital card. This is fantastic. And I've just healed everybody up, which is even more fantastic. So what we want is we want doctors. And there'll be some repairs and upgrades and all sorts of stuff to do in this as well. But we definitely want... Now she's a... Oh, right, okay. Who can we put in there? She's a medic, but we send her off on missions all the time. She's a cook. So let's go to the cookhouse and see who could replace her. Oh, I've put her in a mission. Right, well in that case, who can we drop in here as a cook? This guy doesn't seem to be anything else. That's all he is. He's only a cook? Right. Yeah. Perfect. Excuse me. There we go. So if that's all he is, then... and what's this chap? This is Vaclav. Unpronounceable name. He has leveled up. We can give him another role. So at the moment, he's all these. He's a pretty good cook. And also a very good worker. I feel like I should give him a combat role. Oh, he's a pacifist, so he can't take those. And to become a doctor, he'd need some more intellect. Okay, that's fine. So that's all he can do, unless I want to make him a worker. So that's okay. I have a feeling you've been doing combat, right? He's a cook and a rifleman. So these two are perfectly suited to go in this position here, and I don't feel like I need to change them out. I'm just seeing if there's anyone else. What were you? Drat, you're not caught up? You just get into Axanovo where you're watching. If you want to watch the entirety of my playthrough and catch up, bearing in mind the streams are 4 hours long, you can watch on the MarkGFL channel. I should have linked that in the Let's Play videos. I have a feeling I might not have done on Last Train. I did it on Baldur's Gate and some other ones, I think. But if you want to get fully caught up and you don't mind watching 4-hour streams, and you'll get the stream chat as well on there, you can watch them on the MarkGFL channel. And just for everyone who's also not aware, I've got a giveaway going at the moment. You've probably already seen it. I've got 2 copies of King Arthur Knight's Tale to give away. I'll drop the link in Twitch and in the YouTube chat now. And make sure you go and enter. If you'd like to win a copy, I'm drawing the winners this Friday. And if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else, then go and check the community tab at the top of the homepage, and you'll see the link in there as well. Right, so she's a medic. She's leveled up, and she's a cook. I think she's going to be my doctor. So over to the doctor's car, and she is exhausted. We're currently in daytime. Right, I'll put her on the night shift, and then she can get a bit of rest. Whoops, hang on. She's in squad number 1. Yeah, assign her to that, definitely. I've been looking forward to this for like ever. So this is going to be cool. And this is how many recovery slots we've got. We're going to upgrade the crap out of this car as we move off. So another doctor. I don't currently have another one. She's been a reliable medic. A very reliable medic. as we've been going out and fighting. So, I mean, I could put her in here, but she wants rest. No one's needs healing up at the moment, so this isn't a great problem. I'll have to create another doctor, I think. So I don't know if we looked when we came out of this. Was there anyone to level up at the end of the last stream? No, so they're all leveled up. There are people with role points, though, who we could... Is he just exhausted? That's going to take him a little time to recover from that, right? Isn't it? Who else? She's a machine gunner. What's your job? He's a scout. He's nowhere near being ready to be a doctor. This chap... What am I doing with him? He does have a role point. It's not going to be enough. Maybe it is when he's not exhausted. Could I pick it? I don't know. I think he gets sent out quite a lot. He's trying to find someone who doesn't get sent out all the time. I don't think it matters too much at the moment, so we will leave that and we'll let them sort it out. But I'm just impressed that we've got ourselves a medical car at last. Right, so the next job, everyone can get rested up. We depart the station with my no money. However, what do I need money for now? I've got the train done. I'm not buying any more cars. So from now on, the money is for buying guns and stuff. That's what we can do. Okay, so this one is just it's a herbs merchant. I will dispatch my... If I get the right button... My squad. Do we have squad number 1? If I disband the entirety of this, then... Right, so let's edit this one. And let's chuck some people off the team. You definitely don't need to go. You're resting up. This guy needs to go. He's a survivalist. Right, let's put 2 people on here who don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. As in, they don't have other jobs to do. Those 2 are absolutely fine. Confirm. Deploy. Meanwhile, I need my housebreaker team to go and check this place out. So they're my burglars. And I do have a new housebreaker now, though, don't I? I could send this entire team here, but there's no burglar in it. Right, create new squad. Let's see if I've got a burglar in this lot. He's a hunter. He's survivalist. No. Okay, so leave that. Let's edit this squad then. So... Oh, don't tell me when my burglar's injured. I have a feeling my burglar might be injured. Right, so... I have 2 burglars, though, so I'll be surprised if that's the case. Is he a burglar? He's the other housekeeper. Crap. Unless I've assigned him to some... Unless he's exhausted, it's possible... It's possible that he's totally exhausted and I can't deploy him. Both of them. And now that would be unlucky. Or worse, I've put them in the other team and sent them off. I think I've put them in the other team, haven't I? Please tell me he's not a burglar. He's not a burglar. And neither is he. Right, okay. Hang on, where the hell are these guys then? I've not had anyone killed. So this is all soldiers, whether they're available to be used or not. And I don't see the symbol for burglar in this anywhere. Hang on, is it in that? No, she's in. She's the housekeeper. It's not him. Ah! He's currently... He's crafting in the workshop car. Right, well, there's one, and I can send him if I need to. And I thought, there's one, right? Burglar. He's free, but he's utterly exhausted and can't be deployed. So, that's fine. As long as we have one who can go, and then someone who's free, it doesn't really matter who else. Confirm. And deploy. So, my engineer... We could do with someone in here who can engineer some stuff for us, please. He's an engineer. Great. Chuck him in. He's one of the new guys as well. And we'll chuck you in. Whoops. We'll chuck you in as well. The other guy can have the night shift. Cool. Get me making those. And then let's also get this upgraded as well. We're going to sit here for a little while. I think one of the key things we're going to need to do first is to make sure it's nicely insulated. So let's do this. We're in daytime. We'll chuck in anyone who's currently not working on anything else. That's nice. I've got plenty of people who are sat idle at the moment. So we get a couple of levels of that done. And our teams go out. Explore that one. Alright, okay, Kmart. Catch up with me later once you get to where I'm at. Thanks very much for the sub, by the way. And I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. By the way, did that get finished? Nearly. We'll go straight into level 2. Because this is nice, because it uses up our resources. But it also is going to help us against the cold quite a bit. I don't know if they're going to finish that before it gets to dusk. I'll just switch them around. Merchants. No guns. Do I want to buy herbs? I don't feel like I do. I feel like I have enough. And the old place is getting kind of full. So, just return home. They nearly did it. Let's see. It can be anyone to go in this. They'll get a nice little kip once we get set off. But I mean that's finished already, so that's nice. So we've got insulation on. This would make the place a bit safer. What's this do? Comfortable beds. Increases health and morale recovery by 1 per hour when the soldiers are resting in the recovery bed. Definitely do that. And then we're out of cloth. But then we've got an insulated, safe space. What do we get from this? We've got 53 iron and 9 fuel, so... it's not quite what I'd necessarily have wanted. Those guys are home. So the next stop is over here. We've got loads of fuel. Soldier reached level 5 of the cook roll. Nice. Captain Langer. Major. May I have a minute? Sorry, folks. I forgot I had a coffee here. The most important job before I start the stream is brewing the coffee, and I forgot about it. Luckily, it's still warm. Yes, Captain. Speak your mind. These are royalty. I'm convinced. I wish to discuss the situation with the family we are escorting. I feel we should rethink this, regardless of our orders. The orders were clear, Captain. We are taking the family to Nizhneudinsk. What do you think we should do? I know Madame Demidova mentioned Pergla, and our provisional government orders us to help her. But if they're members of the Tsar's family, God help us. Neither side would allow us that kind of leverage, Major. Thankfully, it seems no one knows anything for sure. If the Reds or Whites, for that matter, suspected anything, I don't believe we'd have made it this far. Are you saying we're in danger? They're just like the gold we snatched from the Reds. Valuable. I'm sorry to sound cynical, but these youngsters, if they are royalty, will be torn apart by the Red Army the moment they get their hands on them. And what about the Whites? Langer avoids your eye and looks away, scratching his chin.
Many are Tsarists. Some are not. They are not the Imperial Russian Army anymore, Major. I fear they would intervene and endanger the family. If not from enemy agents, then from sheer incompetence. My daughter's about the same age as the girl, Anastasia. I do not like the idea of her being used in some political power play, much less executed. She, or her siblings, didn't choose their noble blood. So what do you advise? There's a possibility that Red Army will be waiting for us in Nizhneudinsk. That would put the family at risk. My advice is to leave them on the outskirts of a town with an escort. Do you mean with one of our soldiers? Yes. A few of them have already discussed this matter with me. I appreciate you listening to my advice, Major. What are your thoughts? That's a tough one, because on one hand, I think having these could get us into a massive fight. And on the other hand, if we hand them over, they're off the train, but so is one of the soldiers. And I don't know if we have a problem soldier on board. Hey, Ivan, if they're Imperial family, why not save them? Well, they might be in more danger if they come with us. But to be honest, orders are orders, Captain. We will follow them to the letter. Your advisor grits his teeth and says nothing. There's a sadness in his eyes, but he doesn't let it show for long. He leaves without a word. Can't just dump them, because I don't see that dumping them with one soldier escort is any safer than keeping them on the train. Right, so we need a herbalist, a hunter, and something else. So let me just edit this squad here. Ditch those. And this is where we can put some of these guys back in. So, survivalist, we have 2, I think. You're free. Actually, you're the hunter. And then we just need a survivalist. We need the campfire one. You're good. You might have been in there to start with. Confirm. Deploy. And then off to the trees. This is just going for lumber. We can create a new squad for this. So you're currently free. As are you. You're healing. You're free. You need rest. Okay. Come out there. You need some consecutive rest. You look fine. You look slightly beaten up, but you look fine. Deploy. And with whatever's left, let's go back and upgrade the medical car some more. So we don't have anyone in here. I mean, we could put the... There's no one really injured. Having said that, these are slightly more injured than anyone else. So, I mean... Oh, wait. If I do this, can I just click that, that, and that? Excellent. You may as well heal up in here. We've got the space, and I think they'll recover. I'm assuming they're going to recover faster. Recover faster if I put a doctor in there, won't they? Right. We have other medics that we can use, so you can go in there. So for that, we need to make sure we are upgraded to make this place as comfortable as possible. Surgery instruments. That is just additional doctor slot, and that's additional doctor slot. And that allows crafting, which we're not at the stage... Well, we don't have the materials for it. And this decreases the chance of work accidents. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's build this. We do have plenty of troops at the moment. I could have dumped that Tsar off, but I don't know. I think we're helping them. You don't think the Reds militia are an unreasonable group, especially near the end of the Romanov family? Or not reasonable group. No, I don't think they'd... I don't think they'd treat them very kindly. Right, so that's on upgrading. That'd be nice and quick. Someone healed up in the hospital car. Excellent. An instant forage. And what do we get? We come back with 44 food and 61 herbs. That was a good haul of stuff, without a shadow of a doubt. Did we get this built? We did.
Nice. And people leave the hospital car as soon as they're healed. That's perfect. So that seems to be working as intended. I've got enough metal. I don't need to increase the number of beds yet. I am going to build a stove. Because that way, we've got... ooh, what's this one? Saving goods. Finishing crafting processes occasionally gives back some resources. Okay, I'll do that one as well. Plenty of timber. Nice. So from now on, we can use money for buying supplies and guns. And I think I've got this done, which is great. We'll move on. Right. Hit pause. We want to go and check out the gun shop. We've got loads of fuel. We kind of just need resources now. So I do need to send the merchant down here, but I don't need to send him. He's the only guy I've got with the merchant. I think he's the only guy I've got with the merchant trait. I don't think we picked anyone new up, did we? So you can go in there and deploy that squad. They will be tired when they get back, but they're not needed again for quite some time. And let me just check if there's anything else I can upgrade on this. So I can do this one. Decreases the chance of a train car malfunction for 50 metal. Yeah, let's absolutely do that. Not Pavel. He's a liability. Right, great. We'll get to the point where we don't have resources to upgrade that anymore. Most noble people in Russia after the Romanov family death either end up losing everything or even their life, or forced exile, I imagine, would be a lot of them. And a lot of them would be so terrified about what might happen to them, they'd just go before they were forced, just get out of there. You wonder how good we're like over there in that timeline? Pie and mash? Pie and mash? Or food? Yeah, I wonder what food... I have no idea in this part of Russia, because Russia's such a vast country. It's going to have lots of regional differences in foods, isn't it? I suspect. Do we have the new weapons? No, they only have the old ones. So, we're not going to... I'm tempted to buy the gunpowder, because I can use that to make stuff anyway. Go on, I'll buy the gunpowder. And at this point, I feel like I could sell fuel. If I have to drop anything, I will sell fuel at somewhere. $1,000. That's fine. We'll take that deal. It's supposed to be an... Oh, it was an arms dealer. We just had nothing new in. Especially food in the train from different class at the time. At the moment, I think we can make goulash. And that's about all we make. Goulash and soup. Right place, right time. The train stops at the station. Some of your soldiers hop off to stretch their legs and get some fresh air. When the locals notice them, they start whispering to each other. One of them rushes off somewhere, making some of the legionaries nervous. After a short while, the local reappears with several other people, legionaries. They run towards your train, smiling from ear to ear. It seems they've been waiting for a while, hoping for a Legion train to take them to Vladivostok. Your soldiers give them a warm welcome, help them with their belongings, and then all board the train. Is this genuine, or have we just got spies on the train? This looks like he might be a doctor. Excess of soldiers. Not enough room for all soldiers on the train. All soldiers that are left behind will be lost forever. Oh, no. So we have to think carefully about this. So I can dump people who are like... I've got a choice of 4. Let's see. What's this guy like? We'll go for some good stats, eh? Oh, hang on. I've just clicked on him. Just take him out. Diligent. Steady and earnest in all their duties. Focused. Short-sighted. I don't like the sound of that. Look at his fitness, though. This chap. Oh, hang on. Hang on. This is getting confusing. Right, I'll just mouse over. So he is ruthless and religious. Wow, that's a dangerous combination right there. And there was a murder on this train. The husband of that group of civilians was murdered, but we haven't got to the bottom of it. So I'd be getting a level 4 doctor and a level 2 medic. There's Ludwig Kraus. He has no combat roles. I don't feel like I need cooks and workers. But what's he got, though? Stoic. High chance of... Okay. A nationalist. Focused. And faint-hearted. He can't take on any combat role, but he would be a good worker. And Philip Vimslicki. They all have decent stats, these guys. Level 4 scout and worker. A team player. Increases morale when working in a group, but decreases work efficiency when 10% when working solo. Focused. A hunter. Stout. I like scouts. I'm putting him in. He's got a place. At the moment, I'm thinking the short-sighted guy is going to be the one that doesn't come with us. I don't know how that will be affected in combat, you see. The doctor... Do you want to be treated by a ruthless religious doctor? That is a dangerous combination. This guy I quite like, but he's a non-combatant. He's a cook and a worker. I think he's the one that we leave behind. We take the doctor. It's between a short-sighted grenadier and a non-combatant who can never take a combat role. I feel like he gets left behind. He does sound like an inquisitor, that ruthless doctor, yeah. What's that movie, TV, or the game based on a serial murder crime on the train called? Oh, are you thinking of, is it Murder on the Orient Express? There is a game of that, I think. And there's been a recent movie of it with Kenneth Branagh. I'm thinking of the Grenadier. He's an engineer. He's just a worker and a cook. We don't need another cook. I'm going to take the short-sighted guy, unless we have someone. Now, this guy we could kick out. Let's put him out a minute. Let's see if there's any others that are worth a look to potentially throw out. Oh, this guy's legendary. He doesn't go. It would be a bit rude to like invite a newcomer onto the train and someone who'd had their place on there for like weeks get booted out. We're going home, but not you. We're looking for someone with some really bad stats or a bad trait. What's Albrecht Musel like? He's probably alright. Some of the new guys I haven't really... I mean, this guy, he can't take on combat roles either, but he's already leveled up in the non-combat stuff, so he's pretty damn handy. I think up here we're in our guaranteed a place up here. A cook and a... Well, we do need riflemen. We can't do without them. I think I've probably made the choice. So it's between him... Oh, hang on. He's short-sighted. And faint-hearted. And a communist. Well, I mean, that sets it then. I mean, if we leave him, he's got the best chance of survival here, hasn't he? He might actually take to it. And we take this guy on who's just better. Okay, I feel bad leaving someone. Now I feel like I should have dropped
the flipping drop that family off with that soldier to protect them, which probably wouldn't have worked. I'm just making sure we've got a full stack of everybody's here. We need another engineer. Oh, I never looked at this guy. I don't know what his stats are. I was looking for him. He's a machine gunner and an engineer, and oh, he's got some good stuff. He's safe. There is no risk of him. So for the daytime slot, though, we can throw someone in there. I'm sure there must be someone who would make a reasonable engineer, and he's currently doing nothing. I can put the short-sighted guy in. He'd do the job, and I wouldn't need to take him on missions. He's got the work ethic. I think he'd make a great choice in there. Let's put him in. And let's check the cookhouse. Is this guy not a doctor? Not like a high-level doctor? No, he's not. He's got the other things, but he doesn't have the intellect for it. So we do need another cook. Who can we put in? Is there someone who's not too... were you also... You weren't also a doctor, were you? Worker and cook. Okay, you are the cook on the day shift. And then that leaves this place. Right, she is my medic. I mean, I could leave her in there and train her up because she's pretty good. And if we need her out, then what will happen is working as a doctor will get her stats up for other things. What's it going to improve, actually? Intellect and dexterity. Well, dexterity is good. She could take on a role as anything else as well, but she's... I don't know. Maybe I'll leave her in. This one? I'm not sure about. Let's see. What's your roles? She's also a medic. She's a bit more rounded. She's not such a good doctor. I think we replace her with... is this the new guy? With a medic and a level 4 doctor. Yeah. Okay, so... you get to go in the doctor's car. So we have a good team of doctors. That's absolutely fine. Nice. So that's changed things a bit. Who's at the merchant? We have a tier 2 handgun and some crap that I'm not interested in. Right then, we head off and we will check this place out. I don't think we'll want anything from this one. We will from the forest. And there's 2 forests to do, so let's move out. Hey up. Rags and bones. As your train departs, you notice there's a commotion in the corridor. Upon leaving your cabin, a soldier drags you to the window and urges you to look out as someone is pursuing the train on horseback. It's the guy we left at the last station. In some surprise, you observe that this is true. A man dressed in a Cossack uniform with a white army insignia is indeed chasing your train. To the amazement of you and your soldiers, he manages to catch up. He then stands on his horse and jumps aboard. You see your soldiers pull him aside. It's a young Indiana Jones. You walk swiftly down the train and reach the last car where the Cossack is standing, still breathing heavily, inside a circle formed by your soldiers. They're all looking at each other nervously. As soon as the Cossack spots you, he begins to speak. Please stop the train so I can get back to my horse as soon as I've delivered my message. Give me the message and I will stop it. You can see the look of frustration on his face. He obviously cares about the horse more than just as a means of transportation. He's clearly fatigued and he looks about nervously before speaking with some urgency. Major, I have a message from our lieutenant. He needs you to help us defend an airfield. I've been told not to return until I find you. You can ask for anything you want as a reward. I acknowledge we will look into it. He got to the point then. That was appreciated. His gratitude is overshadowed by concern for his horse. He just nods to your reply and asks once more for you to stop the train. You do so, and he gives you the position of the airfield. And he then rushes off without uttering so much as a goodbye. That's quite understandable. Pause. It's just there.
Stop the train. He only just got there in time then. Hi, Nicodemus. How's it going? So what do we want? Squad size 5, difficulty 3. You've had a lot of comments about one of my emotes. Oh yeah, which one? Is it the hot stuff one that doesn't work? Oh, hang on. I have a feeling my Stream Deck needs signing in again. Oh, the GG one? It's kind of cool, that one, isn't it? Right, so we need to send a guy that... positive comments, I hope? Right, let's just find a squad. Let's put a squad together. Should we disband... I will disband these squads because I want the weapons going back into the team. So, but we'll edit this one. And we'll put those 3 away. So I probably want 6 or 7 people on this. Fully refreshed and everything. We're going to need... She's kind of too important to send off, unfortunately. Is he busy working? I'm going to take him out there because he's a quality fighter. So he's stoking the flipping train. So let's remove him. And we can put someone in who isn't such a high quality fighter, or maybe is someone who's just newly joined the team. Would be fine. Like, what's this guy? He's a level 3 rifleman or a level 3 worker. That sounds perfect. In you go. Then I can use my more experienced dudes for more important things. But I want the violent man. So, you're back in the fight. We haven't had you in combat for a little while. We're going to need machine gunners. We're going to need scouts. We'll take 1 scout. We have a very good level 5 medic there. I might take him as a second scout, as a 6th character, because he can then start leveling up his other thing. So we'll need another medic in the field. These guys, this guy has no combat role. He's working at the cannon post. Okay, that's why he has no combat role. Increased sight radius and a chance to hit the enemy. He would be quite good, wouldn't he? He's dignified, he's religious, and he's eagle-eyed. He would be a good one to take along. Go on, then, I'm going to put him in. Yeah, because of these stats, and we'll make him a rifleman. It's time to level up some combat stuff for him. So the GG one, they think it looks like a cock and balls, and they've asked if you could make one to go with it by turning the thumb up and putting it under the GG upside down as a thumbs down. I guess so. I didn't make that one. I had that made for me by someone on Fiverr. I think that's where I got it done. I can't remember. I think I can see where they're coming from. I've never looked at it like that before, but people will see anything after their experiences on the internet. Machine gunner, level 5 machine gunner. I could take the opportunity to train up a level 4. Oh, I want her in. She is currently working as a doctor. Yeah, she's fine. Put her in as the medic because she wants to get to level 5 anyway. There's no one in the doctor's car, so it's not a problem at the moment. We have a level 1 rifleman. I might take 7 guys on this one. We could take one of our new scouts. These people healing up at the bottom, they don't need to go. So we'll take somebody else. So I would like a machine gunner. We had an awesome lady machine. Oh, she's hit level 5, hasn't she? What's that? Insomniac. And skeptical. And burglar.
He needs leveling up. He doesn't get a whole lot of action. And I'm going to take... We've got one of everyone there. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you, but I'm going to put you in as a level 1 scout to train that up. We can take... Can I take the active heal? Even though he's going as a scout, I can still take heal. That's kind of cool. I'll put him in as an emergency medic. He doesn't have any sniper skills anyway, so that's fine. And one more. He's got quite some stuff. Should I take an experienced guy? He's only good for combat. He can go as a rifleman. There you go. I've got a proper squad here. These guys are the business. Check the durability on these. It looks all good to me. That's the kitchen car. Do we have anyone who can go in as a doctor? I mean, I can put her back in. She's currently not doing anything. Go on then. I'll put her back in. And then my other one's used over there. Can you... You can't... let's see. So what would this one do? This would save goods. This one would alchemy apparatus. So this trains an additional occupation slot for the doctors to craft new items or research new recipes and improvements. I don't have the materials, apparently. What am I missing? 200 wood and 50 metal. I totally have that. I don't know why I can't do that. What's this? Surgery instruments. Train's moving, that's why. That's why. Got it. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. Right, let's do this one now. That's not a whole lot of stuff. And let's assign some workers into that. There we go. Right then, let's go have a fight. I haven't had a fight this stream.